this peace to exclaim. How beautiful is this tree, how magnificent this field. You forfeit life. The intrusion of self and the imposing of judgment separates you from reality and snares you in the net of words. Be still and know. Embrace it all in silence. Be careful with words. C-O-W gives no milk. M-A-N-U-R-E has no stench. L-O-V knows no passion. Mistake words for truth, and you exile yourself from reality. Others may follow and drink the poison of your confusion. They will die and truth will be defiled. Hillel and Shammai received the teaching from Shemaiah and Avtalion. Hillel said, be disciples of Aaron, loving peace and acting peacefully, loving people and drawing them to reality. Pursuing fame is self-destructive. It distracts us from reality and focuses our energy on ourselves. Those who do not increase knowledge, decrease knowledge. But don't mistake knowledge for talk. One who knows X knowingly fools talk, and their talk too often fools. Those who cease to learn, cease to live. Life is learning, attending to reality. Anything less is the sleepwalk of death. Those who misuse knowledge shall not endure, for only reality endures. If you are not attending to reality, where are you? If I am not for myself, who will be for me? If I am only for myself, what am I? And if not now, when? Attend to reality diligently, say little and do much, receive all people with kindness, make yourself a sage, rely upon reality, not authority, free yourself from crippling self-consciousness, attend to each moment and act without hesitation. Do not tithe by guesswork. Justice is not a matter of whim. Today you may feel generous. Tomorrow you may feel stingy. Give what is just because it is just. I grew up among the sages. All my life I listened to their words. Yet I have found nothing better than silence. Study is not the goal, doing is do not mistake talk for action. Pity fills no stomach, compassion builds no house, understanding is not yet.
There are four kinds of learners: quick to grasp, quick to forget. Gain is cancelled by the loss. Slow to grasp, slow to forget. Loss is cancelled by the gain. Quick to grasp, slow to forget. A sage. Slow to grasp, quick to forget. The worst learner of all. There are four attitudes among those who give charity: those who give but wish that others did not give. These covet what belongs to others. Those who do not give but wish others would give. These hoard what belongs to themselves. Those who give and wish others would give, these are truly holy. Those who do not give and wish others would not give, these are truly wicked. There are 4 attitudes relating to the house of study. Those who go but do not live what they learn. These get credit for nothing. These get credit for going. Those who live what they learn but no longer go. These get credit for doing. Those who go and do. These are truly holy. Those who neither go nor do. These are truly wicked. There are 4 types among those who sit before the sages: sponges, funnels, strainers, and sieves. Sponges. These absorb everything. Funnels. These take it all in at one end and let it all out at the other. Strainers. These let the wine out and retain the sediment. Sieves. These let out the dust and keep the flour. Love that is contingent upon something else, when that something is gone, love is gone. Love that is contingent upon nothing, such a love will never end. What is an example of contingent love? The love between Amnon and Tamar. For Amnon loved her beauty, but did not respect her person. What is an example of uncontingent love? 4 kinds of learners, quick to grasp. What is an example of uncontingent love? The love between David and Jonathan. For even as they were rivals for the throne, the love for each other survived. Every dispute for the sake of truth will in the end prove constructive. Every dispute not for the sake of truth will in the end prove destructive. What is a dispute for the sake of truth? That between Hillel and Shammai, for though they argued, their only aim was to reveal the truth. What is a dispute not for the sake of truth? That between the Korach and his followers, for they argued not for truth but for power, not for the sake of the people, eager to know reality, but for themselves and their hunger to rule over others. One who leads the community toward virtue never causes sin. One who leads the community towards sin never finds virtue. Moses was virtuous and never led the community to sin. Therefore, the virtue of the community was credited to him. Jeroboam ben Nevat sinned and led the people to sin. Therefore, the sin of the people is credited to him. 3 traits make one a disciple of Abraham. 3 others make one a disciple of Bilam: a discerning eye, humble heart, tranquil spirit. These are the traits of Abraham. A foolish eye, a lustful heart, an arrogant spirit. These are the traits of Bilam. The disciples of Abraham eat of this world and inherit tranquility. The disciples of Bilam hunger in this world and inherit confusion. Judah ben Timah said, "Be strong as a leopard, light as an eagle, swift as a deer, and brave as a lion. When carrying out the tasks of righteousness." Judah ben Timah used to say, "One who hardens his face against the world is trapped within the self, closed to reality, and lost in a land of exiled selves and selfishness. One who softens her face before the world forgets the self, is open to reality, and creates a world of compassion and peace where each is a part of everyone and everyone a part of all."
How can be talked about, but not the eternal.
Tip in Lake Michigan. Sunset's inland.
Names can be named, but not the eternal name. As the origin of heaven and earth, it is nameless. As the mother of all things, it is nameable. So as ever hidden, we should look at its inner essence. When all the world recognizes beauty as beauty, this in itself is ugliness. When all the world recognizes good as good, this in itself is evil.
Indeed, the hidden and the manifest give birth to each other. Difficult and easy complement each other. Long and short exhibit each other. High and low set measure to each other. Voice and sound harmonize each other. Back and front follow each other. Therefore the sage manages his affairs without ado, and spreads his teaching without talking. He denies nothing to the team in things, he rears them, but lays no claim to them. He does his work but sets no store by it. He accomplishes his task but does not dwell upon it. And yet it is just because he does not dwell on it that nobody can ever take it away from him.
As always manifest, we should look at its outer aspects. These two flow from the same source, though differently named, and both are called mysteries. The mystery of mysteries is the door of all essence.
By not exalting the talented, you will cause the people to cease from rivalry and contention. By not prizing goods hard to get, you will cause the people to cease from robbing and stealing. By not displaying what is desirable, you will cause the people's hearts to remain undisturbed. Therefore, the sage's way of governing begins by emptying the heart of desires, filling the belly with food, weakening the ambitions, toughening the bones. In this way, he will cause the people to remain without knowledge and without desire, and prevent the knowing ones from any ado. Practice none of those, and everything will be in order.
The Tao is like an empty bowl, which in being used can never be filled up fathomless. It seems to be the origin of all things. It runs so sharp as ease, it unties all tangles, it harmonizes all it hurts. It unites the world into one whole hymn in the deeps.
Yet it seems to exist forever. I do not know whose child it is. It seems to be the common ancestor of all, the father of things.
Heaven and earth is not sentimental. It treats all things as straw dogs. The sage is not sentimental. He treats all his people as straw dogs.
Judah ben Tema used to say, 5 is the age to begin to study scripture, 10 to study Mishnah, 13 to undertake mitzvot, righteous deeds, 15 to study Talmud, 18 to marry, 20 to start a career, 30 to attain full strength, 40 to acquire experience, 50 to give counsel, 60 to attain intellectual maturity, 70 to provide communal leadership, 80 to reach spiritual strength, 90 to come to humble renunciation, 100 to accomplish perfect grace. Having passed beyond clinging to this world, Ben Baghdad said, turn it and turn it, for everything is in it, and through it comes clarity of mind. Grow old and gray in it, and from it do not depart, for there is no better work than this. And what is it? Torah. Truth. The shifting moments of everyday reality. Attend to these and live. Even unto the last beating of the heart. Ignore them and die. Even while the heart beats strongly. Ben Hi said effort is its own reward. We are here to do, and through doing to learn, and through learning to know, and through knowing to experience wonder, and through wonder to attain wisdom, and through wisdom to find simplicity, through simplicity to give attention, and through attention to see what needs to be done. Rabbi Maya said, attend to reality for its own sake, for attention itself sustains creation. The wise are called friend, lover, joy bringer, clothed with humility, avoiding evil, embracing virtue. They lend good counsel, sound wisdom, insight. The wise are called friend, lover, joy bringer, clothed with humility, avoiding evil, embracing virtue. They lend good counsel, sound wisdom, insight, strength. Through attention to reality comes self-control and discernment. Secrets are revealed, and one becomes an ever-fresh spring of wisdom. The sage is honored above all others, and yet remains modest, patient, and forgiving. Rabbi Joshua ben Levi said, every moment a voice from heaven resounds from Mount Horeb. Woe to those who disregard Torah, for they lack insight, act unjustly, and exile themselves from holiness. All who practice Torah, tending to life and revealing truth, will be exalted, taking up the path of justice and compassion. They lift up the world, and thus are themselves uplifted. One who learns from a person, one chapter, one law, one verse, one expression, or one letter, must treat that person with honor. King David learned only 2 words from Ahithophel, and yet called him my equal, my guide, my beloved. If the king of Israel acted thus, how much more must we honor even the least of our teachers? Honor comes through Torah, for Torah teaches us to honor both self and other. Good comes through Torah, for Torah teaches the way of justice, compassion, humility. This is the way of Torah, the way of attending to reality, to eat simply, to drink even water moderately, to sleep soundly, even if on the ground, to endure hardships with grace and humor, to be ever attentive. Do this and tranquility will be yours. You will grieve in times of mourning and rejoice in times of celebration. You will allow each moment's due and each task its effort. You will accept the transience of life and cease to cling either to suffering or to joy. Do not seek self-aggrandizement, nor covet fame. Let your deeds exceed your learning. Do not crave the table of power, for the table of wisdom is bigger still. The crown of the wise is greater than the diadem of kings. Reality can be trusted to pay the reward for your work, for all our deeds have consequence. Becoming a sage is more difficult than becoming a priest or even a king. Kingship requires 30 qualifications, priesthood 24. But the way of Torah requires 48. Learning, attention, clarity of mind and tongue, an intuitive heart, awe, reverence, humility, joy, simplicity, apprenticeship to sages, friendship with colleagues, challenging students, calm deliberation, knowledge of scripture and Mishnah, balance in business, worldly affairs, and sexual intimacy, sufficient sleep, avoiding gossip, maintaining humor, slow to anger, with a gentle heart, trusting the sages, accepting suffering, knowing one's calling, rejoicing in one's portion, guarding one's words, not claiming merit for oneself, being loved, loving God, humanity, charity, and reproof, not seeking out honors, not boasting of one's education, being loath to judge, sharing the burdens of others, giving people the benefit of doubt, leading others to truth and peace, being meticulous in study, asking probing questions, answering queries honestly, listening and discussing, learning in order to teach and practice, honing one's teacher's wisdom with questions, contemplation, giving credit to those who taught one. Whoever credits a teaching to its author brings redemption to the world. Great is Torah, calling us to attend to reality in this world and the world to come. In this world, through justice and compassion. In the world to come, through openness to life's greater unity. In this world, by teaching us to attend here and now. In the world to come, by teaching us to attend here and now. All worlds are present here. All time is present now. When attending to the moment, there is no division. Inattention divides now from then, causing division, isolation, clinging, and despair. Rabbi Shimon ben Judah said in the name of Shimon ben Yochai, beauty, strength, riches, honor, wisdom, old age, gray hair, and children befit the righteous and are becoming to the world. These will come in their time, so too their opposites. Do not anticipate the one or cling to the other, but allow each to rise and fall of its own accord. In this way the righteous become wise, the wise become simple, the simple become ordinary, and the ordinary become fulfilled. Rabbi Yosef ben Kizma said, once when I was walking, I met a man who offered me a lucrative position in his town. I said, even if you were to give me all the world's wealth, I would not live elsewhere than in a place of Torah. A place without Torah is a place lost to justice and compassion, a place confused by inattention, a place without good deeds. When we die, nothing accompanies us but our insight and good deeds. While we live, these sustain us. Do not choose to live in a place without honor. But if you find yourself there, strive to be honorable. 5 things lead to the Holy One. Torah, the teaching of wisdom, heaven and earth, the daily reality of ordinary things. Abraham and Sarah, the parents of all who seek the truth. Israel, all those who wrestle with the ultimate. The temple, the ever-present place of God. Everything that God, the source and substance of all, creates in this world. Rabbi Shimon ben Judah. Everything that God, the source and substance of all, creates in this world flows naturally from the essence of God's divine nature. Creation is not a choice, but a necessity. It is God's nature to unfold time and space. Creation is the extension of God. Creation is God, encountered in time and space. Creation is the infinite in the garb of the finite. To attend to creation is to attend to God. To attend to the moment is to attend to eternity. To attend to the part is to attend to the whole. To attend to reality is to live constructively. Epilogue. Rabbi Hananiah ben Akashya said, reality is infinite. The infinite includes the finite. For the finite to know the infinite, reality fashions the human mind. To cultivate that mind, reality reveals truth, pointing the finite back to the infinite. To bring truth to humankind, reality creates sages. Carry it into the world. The sages of Israel carry it as Torah. To carry Torah into the world, The sages ordain mitzvot. Do justly, love mercy, walk humbly. Mitzvot and Torah, the gifts of reality, given to the world through the sages of Israel. We honor the gift by living it ourselves. About the author of this book that I've been reading, Rami Shapiro, rabbi and storyteller of Temple Beth or in Miami, Florida, is an award-winning poet and essayist whose liturgical poems are used in prayer services throughout North America. He has published more than a dozen books of poetry, liturgy, stories, and nonfiction. Rabbi Shapiro holds a doctoral degree in religious studies and lectures widely on contemporary Jewish spirituality. He is the director of the Rashit Institute for Jewish Spirituality in Miami, Florida, where he lives with his wife, son, and 2 dogs. He spends whatever free time he has communing with his teachers, Martin Buber, Dogen, Ralph Waldo Emerson, Alan Watts, and Krishnamurti. All right, I hope you enjoyed that reading. This has been a complete reading of the Wisdom of the Jewish Sages, a modern reading of Pirkei Avot. Pirkei Avot, collection of rabbinic sayings compiled sometime between the year 250-275 of the Common Era, transmitted, eventually recorded in Hebrew, with some passages in Aramaic. Okay, this has been read by candidate John Kitover, running for Chicago mayoral candidacy. Go to chicagomayorvote.com or text the campaign at 312-498-0517 or email johnkitover2027@gmail.com. Go to chicagomayorvote.com. Go to BrandonJohnsonChicago.com, AlexiGiannopoulos.fraud.com. I have to re-upload those sites because Meta AI or Meta or Manus went actually separated back again from Meta. So here we are. Hope you enjoyed that reading. I'm going to put some music on. We just clipped the whole book onto YouTube across multiple accounts, and now I have to turn all those videos to public to get those clips out. And then we can listen to Pirkei Avot, the audiobook.
Bluetooth. There seems to be a bellows. It is empty, and yet it is inexhaustible. The more it works, the more comes out of it. No amount of words can fathom it. Better look for it within you. The spirit of the fountain dies not. It is called the mysterious feminine. The doorway of the mysterious feminine is called the road earth ever and under, lingering like gossamer. It is only a hint of existence. And yet, when you draw upon it, it is inexhaustible. Heaven lasts long and earth abides. What is the secret of their durability? Is it not because they do not live for themselves that they can live so long? Therefore the sage wants to remain behind, but finds himself at the head of others, reckons himself out, but finds himself safe and secure. Is it not because he is selfless that his self is realized? The highest form of goodness is like water. Water knows how to benefit. It oozes without strife and decay. about, but not the eternal town. Names can be named, but not the eternal name. As the origin of heaven and earth in his name was, as the mother of all things it is nameable, so as ever hidden we should look at its inner essence. When all the world recognizes beauty